Every now and then, a model comes out, a fine tuned one, which simply blows your mind away. This model, Dusk Rainbow, seems to be one of them. I believe for this week, this model wins when it comes to creativity. In this video, we are going to install this model locally by using LM Studio, and then we will see why I am so excited about its creative skills. If you are looking to write a complicated end-to-end story, this might be a good choice. This model, surprisingly enough, is a fine-tuned of Llama 3 8 billion model. It is not fine-tuned of Llama 3.1. I think that will be the next version, but even with the older version of Llama 3, this model performs quite well. This model is quite uncensored, so use it at your own peril. This model is a result of training a fraction of the testing data intended for Llama 3 8 billion, which means only 16 million tokens. That's about it. The base model is a merge of merges made by Invisitech and named Ethereal Rainbow. The name of this model reflects the base that was used for this fine tune while hinting a darker and more uncensored aspects associated with the nature of Llama 3 8 billion unaligned project. Now before I show you the installation and we play around with it, let me give a huge shout out to Mass Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to its website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on a range of GPUs, so do check them out. Coming back to this model has an exceptional adherence to instructions about paragraph length and to the story writing prompt, and that is exactly what I'm going to test out in this video after installing it. Also, no ChatGPT or Anthropic's Claude was used for any of the additional data that the creator added in this fine tune. And the goal of this model is to eventually have a model with a minimal amount of slop, and this cannot be reliably done by relying on API model, which really pollutes the data set with their bias and repetitive words. The context length of this model is 10k and literally 10k no tricks. Also, he has used debug deterministic for consistent results, so which is quite interesting by the way. So let's go to my LM Studio and try to get it installed. This is my LM Studio on your screen. If you don't know what LM Studio is, please search the channel. I have done heaps of videos on it. After launching, just type Dusk Rainbow, press enter here, and you will see that there are a lot of quantizations already done by few people. I have just downloaded this Dusk Rainbow Q81, which is the best quant available. And if I click on folder icon on the left, you will see that the size is just under 9 gig. So let me load this model and then we will play around with it. The model is loaded. Now if you look at the right hand side, I have selected this preset to Llama 3 V2. I have offloaded all the layers to my GPU. Plus I have also set some of the hyperparameters from the model's model card. And this is the image from their model card. So make sure that on the right hand side where I have done it, you just select the temperature to 1, which is the most creative one, and then especially this top P, top K, which control the output probabilities, and then min P, which is deterministic one, just 0.05. So make sure these values are set to it to get the optimal response from the model. I already have done it and I have also loaded the model. So for the response, maybe just select the markdown here, and then this is what I want it to do. So I am asking the model to write 6 paragraphs of dark cyberpunk infused science fantasy set in a dystopian future. And then I'm giving it the plot of the story, that in the once great metropolis of New Eden and all that stuff. And this is uh, the genre of the story, who are the main characters, what is the setting, and then some of the threads from the plot which I want the model to follow. So let me run it and see what model produces here. So you see, model has very strictly started going paragraph by paragraph, paragraph 1, 2, and then it is writing. Let it finish writing, and then we will see the prose as how what is the story writing of it. And now let's read together what model has written. It's saying in the once great metropolis of New Eden, a catastrophic event known as the Great Upload had ravaged the city. Malfunctioning AI constructs and cybernetic horrors now roam the desolate wasteland that were once bustling streets and thriving skyscrapers. Very nice, you see. Really masterful story writing here. And then in the paragraph 2, it was on one such fateful night in the dark underbelly of New Eden that a young woman named Maya would come into being. Or perhaps more aptly, return from the brink of oblivion. How good is that? Amazing, amazing. The Asian Australian girl with striking features and cybernetic enhancements, whose irises shimmered like pools of stardust. So you can already tell that the model's prose is simply out of this world. I mean, I know I'm that extolling the virtues of this extraordinary model, but I think it is consistently yielding best results and surpassing excellence if you go through all of these paragraphs. I mean, for example, look at this paragraph 5. And you can see that the responses are flowing with effortless grace of a masterful writer storyteller, showing a sublime use of language that is at once lucid, concise, and engaging. And you can see that with each paragraph, the model is demonstrating a profound grasp of context, nuance, and complexity, and it is really weaving a tapestry of words that is both informative and joy to read. So amazing, amazing stuff. Look at all of these paragraphs. A chill rippled down her spine as those last few pieces of puzzle clicked into place. She was a ghost from New Eden's dark past. That curse might be all that remained of her. How good is that? Now, let me try to write a poem with it. Now, in this example, I'm asking it write a poem in 3 verses about Kaida, the raven haired shadow weaver who manipulates the fabric of reality. Kaida has woven a dark tapestry, entwining the threads of fate and deceit, and has even ensnared the sense of a powerful archon. Analyze each verse, exploring the imagery, symbolism, and theme that reveal Kaida's character and consequences of her actions. And then I'm telling it's a poem requirement that 3 verses, each with 4 6 lines, use imagery and symbolism to convey Kaida's power and malevolent influence. And then again discuss how the poem reveals, explore the themes and all that stuff. Let's run it to see what it does. Let's wait for it. And now just read through this poem. Raven haired Kaida weaves in shadows a dark tapestry with thread of fate, and truth ensnared within the deceit's hollow, the very essence of a fallen Ashnan. And then it is analyzing it that in the first verse, Kaida is introduced as a powerful figure. That's good. And then in the second verse, blinded by her art, the world comes. The truth obscured within a veil of gloom. And then there is analysis, and then there is a third verse and analysis, and then how good is that? Amazing, amazing stuff. And yes, there are few numbers. I think this is where it is hallucinating a bit, but this is more to do with the GPU, or where it is, or the quant of the model, because it is not the full model. So if you just reload it, it will be fine. And I highly suggest that when you are doing this story writing and all that, once you're done with first prompt, always reload the model by just uh, reloading by clicking here, and it should be fine. But all in all, real good stuff. I think I'm quite happy with the model and its um, quality, especially the complex story writing. Amazing, amazing stuff. I will drop the link to the model in video's description. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.